So as you can see, our paper is getting quite full. On the quiz, you'll have more space than we had on this worksheet, but I've kind of subdivided our paper here to hopefully try and create some space, just some thinking space, kind of help us to visualize what goes with this problem, what doesn't. So here we have a pyramid. It's actually a hexagonal pyramid or a hexagonal pyramid because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides on the base. So we're going to use that same pyramid formula. Okay. Base plus 1/2 perimeter times slant height. And we're going to find those same three things. Okay. Well, the slant height, again, they gave it to us. It's 12.2. The perimeter, on this one, the perimeter is pretty simple as well. Okay, one side of our hexagon is 8 feet. And there are 6 sides on our hexagon, so we're going to times it by 6. We might even just write a note to ourselves. This is the number of sides right there. That's going to give us 48 for our perimeter. And now we need to find B, the area of the base. Well, we've talked about this quite a bit, right? But actually, to find the area of this base, the area of the hexagon, we're going to take the single triangle, okay, and we're going to times it by 6. Now the 6 is the number of sides, but where does the triangle come from? Well, the triangle we're going to draw from the center of the hexagon to the vertexes. And it's going to be that triangle right there, the one that you see in there. And I might even just highlight it for you, just to emphasize where this triangle comes from. Okay, so this is the triangle we're talking about here on the bottom of the base. Okay, it's part of that hexagon. Okay, so when I redraw it, looks something like this. Okay, it's got a base of 8. And you know, on the quiz tomorrow, it'll be so convenient. They're actually going to tell us the height as well. So the height of this is 6.9. And that's really convenient because to find the area of the triangle, we have to do 1/2 base times height. So we have to do 1/2 8 times 6.9, or 4 times 6.9. That's going to equal 27.6. And so remember, this equals that triangle piece. So this right here, this is what we're plugging in for that triangle. Okay? Remember, we times it by 6 because it's 6 triangles inside of this hexagon. Right? We could draw more lines and we would see that there are 6 of these triangles inside of here. Right? And they're all the same. And we're timesing it by 6 because we're going to add them all up essentially. So this comes out to be 165.6, and that's our B. So now we're just going to plug this back in. So 165.6 plus 1/2 times perimeter times slant height. S equals 165.6 plus 24 times 12.2. And again, we can just use our calculator to get all these numbers at this point. 165.6 plus 292.8. That's going to be 458.4 feet squared. All right, so there's our first hexagonal prism, or sorry, first hexagonal pyramid. Let's look at number 19. Down here we have another one just to practice, just for good measure. Okay, and we already said it's a pyramid, so surface area equals base plus 1/2 times the perimeter times the slant height. Okay, so we need to find the base, perimeter, the slant height. Again, we'll start with slant height because it's really the easiest one to find. It's 11.7. And we're going to find the perimeter next. Well, one side is 7, and there are 6 of them. That's going to be equal to 42. And then last but not least, we need to find the base. Well, that's going to be one of these triangles times 6 because of the 6 sides. So here's the triangle we're talking about. Okay, drew it in there. I'm going to redraw it out here too. So this very same triangle has a base of 7, and they tell us the height again, which is really convenient. So make sure that you don't miss that. That's the height of our triangle is 6.1. So this is 1/2 base times height, or 1/2 7 times 6.1. Okay, 1/2 times 7 is 3.5 times 6.1. That's going to be 21.35. And remember, that's just one of our triangles. So we need to take that, we need to times it by 6. Right? And we can just do that in our calculator, times it by 6. We get 128.1. Okay, so surface area is 128.1 plus 1/2 times 42 times 11.7. Just plugging it in now. And that's 8 right there. So S equals 128.1 plus, well, 1/2 times 42 is 21 times 11.7. Just going to plug that into my calculator. Plus 245.7. So S is 373.8 centimeters squared. 373.8 centimeters squared.